Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer, this is The Country Life, and I'm going to be showing a week of food. I think the last time I attempted this, I only got a couple of days filmed, but we are going to go for it again. Tonight for supper, we are going to be having chicken salad. This is not my normal chicken salad. I made that actually just yesterday. We had gone out on the river for a music event. Well, you saw that in a video. And I had used up like my cranberries and things like that. And I thought, I'm going to try a different recipe. So I pulled out the old Betty Crocker picture cookbook, and there's a recipe for chicken salad in here. And that recipe called for bacon and hard cooked eggs. And so I doubled the whole thing because I had enough chicken for that. I just had some bacon bits, like those kind that you have to keep in the refrigerator. And I put those into the cast iron, toasted them up a little bit. And then I also did that with the almonds. So I toasted up the almonds and kind of like quick crisped up the bacon and then the hard cooked eggs. And there's still celery in here. And then there's the normal. There's mayo, a little bit of lemon juice, and then salt and pepper. So that's everything in here. And we're really light on bread, so I just have a variety of a few slices of regular white bread, a little bit of sourdough, and then one bun, as well as some crackers. Maria's over here. Where did you put your ham? I spin around to film ham, and she already has it off. So she's warming up some ham, and then we're having some hash browns. These were just like a frozen bag of hash browns. And that looks really good. We probably can turn those off now, Maria. Supper tonight, let me show you what we've got going. Cooking on the Blackstone. I have some of my $2.99. You guys, that is such a great price. That's from that Cloverdale country store. I looked it up finally, and for one that has, for a pack of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, for a pack of 10 at Walmart, it was, I want to say $3.47. This was a pack of 20 for $2.99. All right, so we did that, and then we also, I should turn that down, and then I'm doing just Eggo waffles right here on the Blackstone. It worked out really well. They got nice and toasty. And then I put down some slices of ham and poured, and some vegetables, some onions and some tomatoes. And then I just poured the scrambled eggs right over the top of all of that and just cooked it kind of till it's done. And it's definitely done. So everyone's just going to bring their own plate out, and we're going to serve it up, whatever it is that they want. We have strawberries in the house. You waffle? They're hot. What do you want? You want some egg and some ham?
No, just some egg.
Just egg? That piece has just egg, it looks like. You want some other?
No.
No? Okay. All right, come on, you guys.
Okay, I'll take.
You can just serve. That's okay.
Yeah.
And there's some like onions and tomatoes over here too. I don't know if I incorporate them real well,
Okay,
but there you go. I would say this is a definite do again. I think it turned out really well. I didn't know how it was going to go doing the waffles, but it worked perfect. We have a little bit of leftovers. Warren's going to put that on an extra plate, and then I'm going to do my water and oil trick here to clean this thing up. Whoa!
That's a problem.
And the other one is falling out too.
Wow. What in the world, huh?
I know. These are the $5 ones from Walmart. You know, they're not the actual Blackstone brand.
You know what?
Because those are so much.
They've served us well.
Yep.
So what if the handle falls off?
You burn yourself, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so what?
Gotta have some scars so you have some stories.
Tonight's supper, I'm getting ready here in the morning. I have a beef chuck roast. We have a lot of roasts in the freezer right now, so I really need to ramp up using these. Our next half a beef is coming sometime, I think like mid-September. I've got 6 weeks or so. We're going to put some salt over it. I'm going to put just a smidge of rosemary. And I'm going to do just a little bit of garlic powder. And we're gonna do 1 giant carrot. And I have a little bit of onion here. So that took just about 6 minutes. Basically, fix it and forget it. That's on low. I'm gonna let that cook until it's gonna be kind of like late afternoon, I believe, that we're gonna be having supper here today. It is exactly 4 o'clock. Remember I said we were gonna eat at 4? I can't believe it's actually happening exactly at that time. I just pulled out some meat and veggies because it is so hot and we only have about 30 minutes before we have to be out the door. I wanted this to cool a little bit. Everyone's just kind of coming over and grabbing what they want. And if all of this goes, I'll just pull some more out and get some more cooling for whoever wants to have some supper before we leave. It's time to get some chili going, so I've got my ground venison. I'm going to double the recipe like I normally would. I'm going to squeeze a little oil into the pot here. And we have some onion that we chopped up yesterday, left over from making the salsa. I'm going to add that. I also am going to make some iced coffee. I had some leftover coffee the other day. So this is just maple syrup, like from a maple tree maple syrup. Okay, just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a ton. And then some heavy cream. Kind of a lot. And some ice cubes. It is August and the flies are here. The other day the kids were complaining. They're like, every time I go outside they just get my ankles. I said, yep, it's August. I mean, the deer flies have been bad for a while, but it's the little black flies. It's like the August black flies. They are here. I want quite a bit of ice. And then we're going to put in the coffee. Ooh, that was a perfect amount. We're going to put this straw in. I'm just going to stir it. That is so good. Just a little maple syrup. If you want it sweeter, a little bit more maple syrup. It's barely sweet, I would say. Just barely. We've got a lot of sizzle, sizzle, spatter, spatter here, so I'm going to have to talk kind of loud, but I have these 7 chicken breasts on. And what we're making for supper tonight is bruschetta chicken. So in the house, I already have the tomatoes, basil, feta, olive oil, and Greek seasoning all mixed up. And that is just in a bowl, just kind of letting the flavors marry one another, right? And then Sam made rice, and then we have this chicken. And on the chicken, there is salt and pepper, garlic powder, and oregano. And I'm going to just grill this till it reaches 165. let it out tent it for about 3 minutes, and then we'll be having that with the rice, as well as grapes. Maria washed up grapes and snipped them into like little clusters. So that's going to be our supper here tonight. It's like 94 degrees, at least it was about an hour ago. I don't know what it is right now, but it's a really hot day. Warren and Peter are out fertilizing. They had just 3 beds that needed some fertilizer today at around, I don't know what time it was, but anyway, Warren came in. He's like, Peter, you need to come out and help me fertilize. And I actually hear the truck right now, which means Peter is back. Yes, Peter is driving the truck on our property, which means he's back, which means that they must be just about, or they must be done fertilizing. So I put the chicken on at just the right time because I didn't want it to, be done too long and cool off, because you want to serve the chicken hot and then that like cold topping over top. It's going to be tasty. Woo, sunny. Here is how the bruschetta chicken is plating up.
Peter.
So a little topping, just made some rice, got the grapes. Just a simple supper for tonight. After supper here, and we were just looking for a little sweet treat, so decided to make bakery sugar cookies. If you do happen to have my cookbook, this is in cookbook number 1, page 63. And one thing that was missed, if you have the first printing of this cookbook, is it needs a tablespoon of vanilla. So just kind of update your cookbook if you need to for that. $3.75 for just about 9 minutes. Usually the first pan when it's cold has to go 9 minutes, and then after that typically just about a minute less. Tonight's supper, we are going to be making some chicken kebabs that I picked up at Aldi. They were 50% off because today is the date. It says use by. I'm going to be making those chicken kebabs on the Blackstone, but in the oven here, a little ahead of time, I'm getting pepper jack potatoes going. So I just have 6 medium potatoes, and we're going to get these sliced pretty thin. I'm not even going to peel them, but if you like, peel it if you like. But approximately 1/4 inch pieces. To the melted butter, I'm going to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, although I'm going to use this butter garlic salt instead of regular salt. A 1/4 teaspoon of some chili powder, about an 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, just a smidge, and then some good cracked black pepper. I'm going to drizzle over half over the potatoes.
The best kids stuff or something like that.
Okay. All right, and I have to have about 10 ounces of shredded either pepper jack or Monterey Jack cheese. I have a bunch of pepper jack, so this would be 8 ounces. This is probably only about 5 to 6 ounces. And then I do have some sliced pepper jack. So I'm just going to add all of this. I'm just going to use all of this and put half of the cheese on right now.
30,000 people.
Oh, that potato's bad.
If I came at 5:30, is that okay?
Totally fine. I'm just covering this with foil. I'm going to bake it at 400 degrees for 45 to 50 minutes. I let the potatoes stay in with the foil on for an extra 10 minutes because they just weren't quite done. When I forked them, they weren't soft enough. So anyway, they are plenty soft now. You can see all the cheese down in there is nicely melted. I'm going to put a little extra cheese on top, and I'm going to put them back into the oven for about another 10 minutes. Warren is out just cleaning up the Blackstone. My battery died right when I was in the middle of kind of filming food and making supper, and when you're making supper, sometimes you just don't have a second because beepers and timers and the grill and, you know, or the Blackstone and everything is going, and so I did not have time to go and grab a new battery. Anyway, once we plate up everything, because we do have it all ready, I guess I can take the potatoes out. I have the oven turned off. Let's get the potatoes out. This is going to be kind of heavy one-handed. Oh, but I can do it. So here are the potatoes. I just put them in for another 5 minutes, still at 400 degrees so the cheese would melt. And then I just turned it off, and they've been in for probably another 5 minutes or so. And they just look good. Well, you want your plate filmed too? There's Joe's plate. Potatoes and chicken. All right, kids are already sitting down and eating, and they're saying that these kebabs are good. Both flavors are good.
Very good.
Very good. I'm going to trust them on that. We've got the spicy potatoes,
Yeah,
Brussels
they're-
sprouts.
I like the lighter one better.
The lighter one is good.
I think I like the darker one better.
Doesn't matter how much I take.
I don't think so. Those kebabs, very, very good. The kids all loved them. We did end up having one kebab left, or skewer. I guess maybe they were calling them skewers because it was just like chicken on the stick. But we had one left, one cob of corn. We'll put that with the potatoes, and somebody will be able to have that for lunch tomorrow. The potatoes, very, very good. Although, I mean, Peter and Maria, they didn't eat those at all. But the rest of us had the potatoes, and they seemed like they were going to be really spicy. They actually were not too spicy. I was a little concerned, but they were very, very good. Anyway, I'm going to get to editing this video and get this out to you guys. I hope that you enjoyed just another simple, just everyday food for everyday families. I think I've said that before. It doesn't always have to be a brand new recipe, or you know, it doesn't always have to be a 5-course meal. Sometimes just food on the table is what your family is looking for, and that is what I aim to provide for them. And I hope that you enjoyed that look into kind of the kitchen and what happened here at A Country Life. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching so much. Bye.